grew up a pastor's kid, and I married Matt, who came from missionary and pastor family background, and then he became a pastor. So obviously I've been around the Bible a lot in my life, but I had never read the Bible all the way through, like from cover to cover. I'd read different books of the Bible, different Bible studies and things that I'd done. And there was a lot of shame for me of not having read it from cover to cover. I had definitely experienced Jesus. I have experience with like that God is real and that I don't doubt my faith, and I have a lot of knowledge, and I had a pretty robust prayer life, but like I had never read the Bible from beginning to end. And I had, like resolved that I was going to do it several different times, and never gotten past. Maybe through Exodus, and then like petered off in Numbers and Deuteronomy when it gets a little mundane. So about 7 years ago, I decided to try again. Matt and I have this great story that when we were trying to get on a budget, we talked to some friends of ours, and we were like, oh, we've been on so many budgets. Are you serious? Like, we're gonna have to go through this again and start another budget, and like, are we just supposed to start again? And this friend said, yep, that's what it is. You're supposed to start again. And so I decided to start again with trying to read the Bible. And whatever was going on in my life at the time, I just found a rhythm of when I could do it, and it started to work, and I got some momentum. And I'll never forget, like we've always said that we need a lot of quality time. Like, you need quality time with your kids and with your spouse, but I'd read something once that said you need a lot of quantity time too. That it's not just quality time, you need quantity time. And I've had quality time with God, but I hadn't had that quantity time. And that year of reading through the Bible for the first time became that quantity time that built a different relationship with Him, like another layer of relationship with Jesus and with God. Like, it was just the everyday being in His presence. And sometimes it was boring, sometimes it was tedious, and sometimes it was confusing, and sometimes it was really beautiful and lovely, or met me right where I was at. But it really was the amount of time that made a difference to me. And so somewhere I'd started in January, on January 1, and somewhere like in the fall, I want to say it was late summer, early fall, so it'd been months of reading and spending this consistent quantity time with Him, that I was at a girls' night out for the church, and so there were all these women there, and we were sitting around just kind of being goofy and talking about stuff, and somebody started asking about what books are people reading that they're really enjoying. A few of them were in book clubs, and I stayed quiet because I felt embarrassed that the book that I was reading was the Bible that I was enjoying. And I was embarrassed, one, because I'm a pastor's kid, so I was always trying to downplay that part. And then I'm a pastor's wife. Like, the pastor's wife is going to say, I'm reading the Bible. Like, that's really what I'm enjoying. And like, I didn't want to squelch the conversation. But it was so new and exciting to me that I couldn't not answer the way I really felt. And that was actually the book I'm reading that I'm really enjoying is the Bible. And I finished that year. I'm gonna get teary. Like, I finished that year, and I felt so close to God. Like, we've been on a year-long journey together, and it was really meaningful and really precious. And it wasn't always, like I said, beautiful. Like, there were times I would get a week behind, and so I'm listening to it while I'm in the car, or I'm just like, I just want my eyes on every single word and just trying to get through it. But it really was that quantity time that really made a difference. When Matt came home and told me this is what RCC was going to be doing this year, I was so excited. I could not wait. And because I haven't read it from cover to cover since, and to go back on that journey, I really was giddy, which I have never felt before with starting something like that. It's like when you know of this great restaurant or this great movie and you want the people around you and the people you love to experience it, and you're getting to invite them into it. That's what this year felt like to me. Just like, oh my gosh, maybe there are people who've read it a bunch of times, or maybe there's somebody like me who this will be their first chance to get to do it. And that was pretty fun. So I'm really excited for this year.